Hey guys, welcome. I'm B. This is EmpyrealVera, and we are going to get a message for the collective today. I already did this video. I did this video, long reading. Tons of messages came through. It's super crazy. There were like a lot of, like, I don't know, like I was doing side quests, y'all. But it's like, it was like a bunch of cryptic messages and all these like signs and synchronicities and things, little tidbits that people needed to know. It's more of the same, okay, that's been coming out about like hidden underground things, things dealing with stars and the industry and things like that. But it involves, I mean, regular people just like us as well. And there's a lot of like divine order, divine orchestration, things like that going on. A lot of karmic justice, interventions. There's like this, time's up feeling. Okay, there's something that came up about a funeral home. I got Florida. Like shows were coming up, and I kept getting art imitates life. Life imitates art, imitates life. I kept getting that. And something about like the things that we see aren't always the things that we see aren't always made up, right? There's a little bit of truth to them. They put it as such to keep people distracted from like things really going on, or it's like so that when you hear a story you think that it's just clickbait or it's fake. Okay, there's something about that. So, but there's also something about, I'm telling you, it's like proof is in the pudding. And I got pudding again. I don't know what that means. I don't know if it stands for something. I don't know. I don't know what it means. But the other day I got a message, and it was the Pink Floyd song about, I think it was education or something. But she says something like, you can't, if you don't eat your meat, you can't have your pudding, So I'm telling you, there's something in pudding. What the fuck? Um, I don't know. Um, I don't know. Gosh, there's like something is, there's something about that. There's something about that. That word. I don't know if it's the letters. It's something. It means something. Sorry, guys. There's just something that keeps running through my head. I'm so sorry. Anyway, it's like the readers are going to keep saying that the energy is the same, or the same messages keeps coming out, and it's going to stay that way because certain things, there are things going on behind the scenes that can't be said. They can't be revealed through the cards because there's too many people watching. There's too many people that too many people that want to know like what the next steps are and stuff like that for things that don't need to know, or not supposed to know. Okay, so this is like we keep seeing the same messages, but that's because there hasn't been it's like somebody's going through the worst. They're really not doing well, and the people that need to be speaking up about it are not speaking up about it. People that need to be moving on something are not moving on something. Okay, so you're gonna get a lot of like the same storylines. It's gonna seem like it's getting old. You're tired of hearing it, etc. Trust me, I get it. I do the readings. I have a couple of readings that I haven't posted because I'm like, I can't keep getting the same information. Like it's there are a lot of things that are coming up that are very dark, and I keep getting like that's not the half of it. Like there's a lot that needs to be released or put out there about things, and it's the energy is very harsh. Okay, so I can't keep reading the same energy. I just can't. It's like, oh my God, so bad. So for this reading, when I was channeling for you guys, I got the numbers 333, 444, and 1111. And it was about endings and beginnings, creating a powerful dynamic, healed energies, evolved souls unite / reunite, past life soulmates. Someone's roommate is annoying them. They're deliberately being obnoxious. It's like prancing around in somebody's face or trying to get somebody's attention, and they're doing all of it because they want attention, but it's for the wrong reasons. They're trying to keep some karmic tie because it's like someone's lifeline. It's not that's like literal. It's not about money or something. It's their little lifeline. Somebody's got to keep someone in a certain spot, giving something, doing something, because something's like critical to some organization or something. I don't know. It's very odd. I know. I can't wrap my head around it. But then again, shit usually doesn't make sense when we don't know. And then once we know, we're like, oh, now it makes sense. I got a lot of different songs, a lot of older songs. I Want to Know What Love Is, I think by Foreigner, maybe. I don't know. Or is it Loverboy? I'm not sure. Something from Nothing's Gonna Stop Us Now by Jefferson Starship. I think that's who it is. Air Supply. I don't know who it is, guys. It's one of them. It's old, okay? Just Get Here If You Can. The singer's initials are OA. I forget the name. Something Adams, maybe, or something. I apologize. I looked this all up, and now I don't want to forget it. Okay. But these songs are significant. Eternal Flame by the Bangles, significant. Hold On by Wilson Phillips. But there's something to say, hold on for one more day. Something significant about that. Okay. Eternal Flame is something that can't be put out. So the overall message of the reading is there are divine partnerships that either they have to be together for certain things to happen, like inheritances to come in or gifts to be done, or just things that it's like they are like fated, destined, whatever you want to call it, to do certain things. Okay, and when they get broken up, it's like things go haywire, and these people will feel pulled to each other no matter what. It's like I know it blows your mind, but it blows my mind. I'm like, okay, it's just something that can't be explained. Okay. But there's a partnership that, yeah, my computer screen just flickered, which it doesn't normally do that. So that's confirmation. There's something about like some partnership, somebody, like there was some big spiritual like lesson, whatever thing that had to be done this lifetime. And I know it sounds crazy, okay? But there are people, and it keeps doing it for confirmation. It's like there are people, there's it's insane. This is giving me like every lifetime, no matter what somebody comes back as, right? It's like they always find each other. But then there's always this one person who tries to get in between them. You know what it's giving me? Okay. Because this is just what flashed into my head. Okay. Because this is very ancient. This is like the beginnings. Eternal Flame. Okay. These people always, and something's off. Okay. Something's got to be put back in order. I don't know, y'all. But it's like something shifts when they get together and everybody's healed and they're doing what they're supposed to do. Something shifts things. I'm just saying, look. Okay. I'm just giving you the messages. I know it sounds crazy, but I don't not trust it because I always trust my messages. Because the cards always match whatever the hell I get in my channeling beforehand. Like, it's crazy. Anyway, if you've watched Vampire Diaries, there are doppelgangers. Okay. When Silas comes back, he looks like Stefan. He's like the original Stefan. Okay. But he was supposed to be with one person or something. They wanted, I don't know. Anyway, he was with another. It was like they were together, they split up or something. So then he went to the new one, you know, because she was all sexy or whatever. But then something was supposed to happen. He ended up going back to the other person. Okay, so then that nutter, she went wackadoo. Okay. It's like that every lifetime. Someone gets in between because there's a feminine who's like, I don't know, y'all, somehow, okay, there's like a feminine or something that finds her way into like a certain male's life, and it's not about him, it's about some kind of like subconscious competition that I'm not even sure people realize they're doing, to be honest, okay? But it's like they just hate someone and are drawn to do something. It's fucking weird, guys. It's weird, okay? Anyway, that's been going on, but somehow this time, y'all, it's like in order to stop something for good, someone has to be I don't know, there's some kind of spiritual payment or something. I don't know what the fuck it is. Debt? Okay, I don't know. Anyway, they ended up being in like this really big, huge, you know, just all these underground, like, I just heard conspiracy, not a conspiracy. Something's real, but it sounds like it's a joke. Okay. And it's widespread, and it's there's layers, and it reaches a lot of things, and it doesn't just affect the famous or the politicians or the people who are, you know, CEOs. It affects everyone because of what they do and how they do it. And with that Pink Floyd song, and then during this reading, I got something about mind control. It's something about that, okay? Something about trying to, something about religions segregating people. Something about we're all supposed to be like not focusing on self. Okay, so it has to do with Age of Aquarius. It's like not focusing on self, right? We're supposed to be focusing on everyone as a whole. And then but there's like some kind of darkness or something that lurks. I don't know. It's so weird. It's it is. I'm trying to remember what it was. Okay. Okay, there's something about True Blood in the Ozarks. I got that right. And Scream. And then I got the line like about the, you know, the R, life imitating art, imitating life, whatever. But anyway, I the Ozarks, the lady that's in the Ozarks is helps her son with like the business that he runs. I can't remember his name now. Anyways, Wendy goes there to help him, and then the lady ends up getting hit by a truck. Anyways, that lady. Okay. What she represents, the type of mother she is, the type of matriarch she is. Okay. There's also a matriarch like that in True Blood. His name is, it starts with an H, I think. I cannot remember his damn name. It's Jason's friend. He dates Jessica, vampire. Anyway, his mom. God, I can't fucking remember his name. Anyway, he dates Jessica. His mom is just like the mom in Ozarks. So it's just this matriarch who is very domineering, controlling, gaslighting, trying to hold people back. It's oh. There's something about king. I just heard kingpin. Okay, so they're like the kingpin of something, or they're the head of something. They're running something behind the scenes. Something's very. It's gross. It's gross. Okay, there's no other way around it. It's gross. It's gross. Okay. But also, and I think True Blood, they were putting stuff in things, product, and distributing them. Okay. And then in the Ozark, there was the funeral home, and they were using it to launder money, and something about cremating people. Okay. To make them disappear. Okay. So I kept getting the song from Blink 182, I Miss You, because I kept hearing unsuspecting victims, and then darkness in the valley, and we can live like Jack and Sally if we want, where you can always find me. Where you can always find me. It's giving me like and then he says, you're already the voice inside my head. It's like people are telepathic, like they know. And I don't know if somebody's trying to shut it out, or if somebody thinks that someone is doing something. Like I'm only like if at the end of the spread I got like someone is telling somebody that this female is doing a love spell to call a male back to her, but that's not true. So I think that's what it is. Somebody's like going crazy. So somebody's getting bad advice from somebody, they're in somebody's ear, but it's all part of like some larger crazy ass thing. And I'm not sure the male knows. Okay. But somebody's going to get proof of something. This is nuts. Anyway, there's something about a brand, okay? I heard it's a smart food brand. It's a brand. Initials DM. I saw the initials DM. Okay, it could mean divine masculine, but that's not what I'm getting, okay? But it was about the pudding cups. And there's something about something in a cup. Okay, I got fruit in a cup. Peaches could be significant, or mixed fruit. I'm not sure. I just saw oranges as two, the little mandarin oranges. Okay, there's something significant about Florida and Indiana. Like South America, Mexico, the West Coast. Okay, Montana, California, Nevada, Mexico, Florida, Georgia. Yeah, New Hampshire, that came out before too. Yeah, there's this weird Michigan. Okay. There's a Iowa. This is so weird. But I got the song Nelly, Country Grammar. There are so so many like rappers, music. I got some comedian names, stuff about song lyrics, bands, okay, movies. There's something about things being said. People are like, people know information and they're putting this information out there. But I don't think there are certain people that aren't picking up on it. But I got country grammar in Indiana. Something is like a small town, okay? I just heard a little podunk town. So something's like a little small town. It's like a factory, okay? It's not a new factory. It's very unsuspecting. Something's been there a very long time. They've been doing something a very long time. Something's about smuggling things. There's a lot of like Hey, hold on one second. Okay, sorry about that. So there's something about, like I said, the factory, or something. It's something that's been going on a long time. And there's something about a funeral home. There's something about a funeral home and things being, things are in the bodies, or something about people that go there that pass their stuff in them. I don't. There's some kind of transporting or something. I don't know exactly. Okay, obviously, just can only give you the messages. But it's like a business. There's something about like a fake business. Like something looks like one thing, but it's really another. Um, and the funeral home like looks like a funeral home. Okay, obviously, but there are other things that go on there, and there's something about like a dark group or something, and necro, and it's very. There were things about like organ harvesting or something, and just weird. It's like so vast. It's like all these things, but it's like I mean, it's like an underground, in quotes, right? This hidden, uh, huge network. It's very weird. Okay. Um. Anyway, the I got called to use the unveiled tarot. Excuse me. Um, and the broken mirror tarot, I think it's called. Broken mirror, yeah. Okay. So it feels like there's something significant about mirrors, or a broken mirror, or some type of like causing a distorted view of self or others. Okay, there's something about that. Um, but also in the unveiled tarot, it's like it shows one thing, but then it also shows like what's behind or how it's showing up. Okay, so There's something, somebody's stress. Sorry, guys. I'm getting more, but it's like they're silencing. We're putting this stuff out there. It's like trying to get the messages. It's like for so long, people have been trying to get this information out, to tell people about things that are going on. But they're always silenced. There's something about pushing it down, pushing things down. Okay, that can be an array of things. That can be like pushing feelings down. Um, like, you know, having to do something, pushing it to the bottom of the list, not wanting to deal with something, okay? But there's something about major messages that keep trying to come out, and it's like there's like it's infiltrated so many things that as things come well, that video just completely froze and stopped. So this is, I mean, this is the, guys, the last video I did was fine. It played fine. And then I went to open it, you know, transfer it to my computer. And then when I went to open it on the computer, there was nothing there. It was gone, gone, gone. It was not in any, you know, trash recycle bin. It wasn't on any device. It was just gone. It was like an empty shell. It was like the file and nothing. And it was fine before that. So, I've been getting called to put out a lot of these messages, and I've noticed the message is getting stronger, more information is coming out. I've lost subscribers and my video views have gone down. I'm getting like, since I just heard Inception. Okay. Since I started this channel, I've had a a lot of coming at me, okay? Things that I was able to see, it's like I can't even talk now. I was able to protect my energy. I was able to, you know, I'm fine. I'm fine. But I've had things attack me in my sleep and there's nothing there. I mean, at one point I was like just barely asleep, and I could feel something around my neck choking me. It was I mean, obviously, imagine that, right? And I woke up obviously very quickly. And, you know, I did all the things. But it's like, I've got tons of protection, 3D, you know, spiritually. I'm trying to do, you know, everything I can. But I mean, they can't get to me now. It's like things are attacking other areas of my life. I have to like protect family, animals, auto. home. Okay, it's everything. It's insane. And I'm keep getting the messages, that those of us who are putting these messages out, that are getting these downloads, we are getting hit the hardest. Our lives are being, I don't do lives yet, but it's like the lives are being like abruptly stopped, or videos won't upload, or they take forever. Um, just a lot of issues, a lot of electronic issues. Okay. Last week and the week before, my phone, which has more than enough storage on it, and I'd have like 200 gigabytes available. I'd go to record a video and it would stop the video and say there was no more storage space. And I'm thinking, well, how the heck is that possible, right? And the video would only be like, say 2 gigabyte, file size when it stopped it. And I'd go into storage and my storage would somehow be full. Now, I checked it before I started the video. There's absolutely no reason for that to happen. No reason. No, I thought, well, that's really odd. It's never done this. And then my PC started doing it. And then my MacBook. And I thought, okay, I have more than enough storage on all of these. I have never had an issue with this. But it started right after I recorded a reading that was pretty heavy, and it had a lot of info that came out in it, and the cards verified all of it. It was wild. I tried to put that one out, and it just wouldn't. And then out of the blue, file was corrupted. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? That has stopped. But the point is, they do not want these messages out. They don't. Because something's their bread and butter. It's how they survive. It's what they do. And it is a huge infrastructure. So, I pulled some cards. I'm going to go through those with you guys really quick, just so I can get that part out. And there's I can't exactly explain it, but there's a heaviness. A very heavy regret. It's like someone was a part of something that they weren't really aware of, that they were a part of. And I think they're finding out, or they're getting like little clues. It seems like the more they find out, the worse they get. Anyway, the point is, good people are getting hurt by soulless people. People that want to do good for the world and love, and they have families, and they have missions and purposes and things to do, and they're getting destroyed. And it's not by intelligent people. I refuse to call them intelligent. They're lazy. It's a quick buck. It's dirty money. They don't give a shit about anybody but themselves, how they look, what they have. And this just feels like superficial only gets you so far and nothing lasts forever. And this feels like this reign of terror, superficiality and vanity and all of that are going to be ending, and it's time for the real. But there's like, I mean, I keep hearing Judgment Day. I'm not talking, I mean, I'm talking biblical Old Testament stuff, guys. Like, it's wild. But we've been saying, there's a few of us who've been saying that something's going to happen, and there is going to be no denying that a greater power exists, and it's not us. I mean, no denying it, because something's going to happen that it can't be explained other than it's the divine. You know, the universe, whatever you want to call it. It's that's what it is. God, the Most High, etc. There's, I mean, it's going to be like there's no denying it. And it's not, something is like, it's, I'm getting like there doesn't need to be fear. It's not, because I feel like people hear Judgment Day and they hear all these things and then they start to kind of freak out, like, oh, you know, it's not like that. 11:11 on the timer. It's like, if you do good, you're getting good back. If you are bad and evil, and by evil, I mean like unforgivable sin, blasphemy type stuff. Okay, guys? If you are just pure evil, if you're not really bringing any good to this world and all you're doing is um, populating more superficiality, hate, envy, like all of the terrible things, like if that's all you're doing by your actions, you know, and your main concern really is about like vanity, looks, reputation, what people can give you, how, you know, how you're seen, like all that stuff. If that's it, like it's not going to work. It's not going to keep happening. I'm telling you, I keep getting it like new world order, and it's not what you guys think. It's not like this overtaking of some like hidden thing. No, it's like the divine coming in and being like putting people on a chopping block. And you can believe it or not, you don't have to. I'm just saying this, things are gonna happen that there is not gonna be any other explanation. Okay? And like I was saying, with continuously hearing about like the unveiled and seeing, like being able to um, see what's hidden, see people's true natures. Okay, that's what a lot of us do, and we reveal that. And this is a big, I think, unveiling of certain things, a lot of things, but I've never used this. Since having this deck, I've never used it. You know, personally, I've gone through it, but I've never used it for a reading, you know, on YouTube or anything. 1313 on the timer. So I thought it was really significant. It's what I heard. Like, I was like, okay, and I heard Unveiled Tarot. And I was like, what the hell? Okay. Like, holy smokes. Um, and as soon as the card started coming out, I understood why. I was like, yep, I knew there needed to be, uh, there's always a reason I'm called to certain decks. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, guys, I'm just going to go through the cards really quick and give you what we have. Okay, see if it relevates. See if it resonates. Interesting. See if it resonates with your story, info you know. Maybe it will confirm, I don't know, right? Intuitions, dreams, symbols, something you've seen, anything. Okay, guys? I'm going to start with letters. All right. W, A, V, D, N, F, E, okay, Y, O, I, X, Y, G. Okay. So that can be business names, people names, street name. Okay. It's like if a letter jumps out to you, listen to it. If I say something, if anything that I say that kind of makes you, you know, your little antennas perk up, listen to that. Okay, guys? For zodiac signs, we've got Cancer, Aquarius, Gemini, Scorpio, Capricorn, and Virgo. And for months, we got a lot of the months, okay? January, March, April, May, June, July, August, October, and November. Now, these can deal with months like people are born, significant events have happened, okay? It's like all damn year, basically, because it's been going on, you know? It's like it's so heavy, especially recently. And there was something about this past Gemini full moon and the Scorpio full moon prior to that. And they were 6 months apart. And usually there's something about like a 6 month cycle for things to fall off and to happen, etc. So something that's kind of coming into fruition or about to happen could have started. I don't mean the entire situation. I mean like the unveiling or somebody's awakening, things like that, right? Where somebody started to maybe lose the fog and start paying attention a little more, okay, has been significant between those two full moons. And then there's there pertaining to this situation, I guess, there's a significance of the years 1960 to 1969, 1970 to 1979, and 1990 to 1999. Okay, so there's significance for those years, which is crazy because a lot of the songs that were coming out were older, Like, you know, it was like so weird. But I know there's like mind control stuff that's from back in those days. You know what I mean? It's like testing and weird shit. We've got a brother, cousin, step parents, in-laws, adopted child or adopted children, a mentor or a teacher. We've got a mother, set of parents, a spouse, and some ex-friends. They can be the ex's friends, or they can be friends that you are just no longer friends with. Okay? But this feels like there's a reason, and all of these are in a group because it I'm telling you, there's some kind of odd, like, group. I just heard gang stalking, like odd grouping together and like gossiping and sending evil eye and like just really trying to silence someone. And it doesn't feel like the people that the people they're trying to silence, they're not the ones that need to be silenced. It's like wanting to make somebody look guilty so bad when they're really the guilty ones. And it's just been like this vicious cycle. I don't really understand that. A lot of, I've noticed, it's like a lot of the things that we can't wrap our head around, and we're just kind of like, who the fuck does that? The reason we feel that way is because we would never. That's just not how we operate. We don't think about those things. And obviously there's people who joke and they say stuff like, I'm a very sarcastic humor kind of person. But when it comes down to it, I'm not. I'm not seeking revenge. I'm not going to be vengeful. I'm not hurting somebody just because they hurt my feelings. That's stupid. And putting someone else down just because we had a falling out, or like wishing bad on them just because we had a falling out, I'm not going to do that. It doesn't, like, I'm just not, I don't understand that, I guess. I don't understand. I just have never understood, like, tearing someone else down so that you can feel better. It doesn't make sense to me. But this is like people lying and somebody just not liking lies and being like, that shit's not okay. And somebody's a truth teller, and they're the ones that keep getting attacked. So I, I don't understand it because I'm not meant to understand that, because it doesn't make sense to me. You know, it's like everything's a game to these people, and it's like, grow the fuck up. I don't know what else to say. We're never going to get rid of all the bad in the world, right? Because there needs to be a balance. But this is not balance. Okay? The evil that is out here, just doing things so, it's like vicious manipulation. It's insane. The people doing that, that is not part of how you keep balance. That is not it. Y'all. And there's so many people who just want to stay blind to the truth. And I don't blame them. I mean, to be honest, the visions I get, the stuff that comes out in the cards, it's bad. It's bad. Since my gifts have heightened it, I mean, there's no escaping the bad shit in the world anymore. Like, I can't. I see it. They show me. I give the message. There are people that I'm not. This is definitely a sorry, not sorry statement. I think, every human life exists, right? Okay. But the people that do these things, they're not human. They can't be. Okay. They're like dead inside, like zombies that look like humans. No soul. They're a waste of space. They disrespect divine order. They disrespect earth, our resources. Everything that is supposed to be good in the world, they ruin. And they don't care. I mean, they give no F's about it. Okay? And I know I'm not alone when I say I am being fed up. It's ridiculous. Like, these people need to take several fucking seats and never get up again. Like, I don't know. It's insane. Um, but something Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday uh, are significant. Okay, for things to happen, for things to go down, for things to trickle in. Like, there's some kind of there's some kind of schedule. Okay, there's some kind of schedule. It's, yeah. Anyway, so in the past, basically somebody is alone. I mean, they're eating out of takeout containers. This is giving somebody who abandoned a partnership, a union, you know, it's giving like lonely, looking for companionship, kind of it's like somebody was avoiding the truth and they were escaping things through giving into their temptations. Okay. And they didn't want to face it. They didn't want to be seen. They didn't want to be known. You know, there's always this like hidden agenda, hidden energy, hidden person who's kind of like, I mean, I've heard the term handler go around. Whatever. Y'all put it if you in there if you want to. I think it's just, I don't know. Whatever. It is what it is. Okay, it's just a fucking person who's manipulating shit. Okay. Um, it's like they don't see the things that we eat, the things we take in, the things that we watch. Everything in this world is meant to drive us toward darkness, addictions, temptation. It's meant to drive us away from all of the things that are good for us, that are good for everybody. And a lot of times, if we're weak, or I don't mean weak as in like, you know, you're a wimp, you can't deal with anything. No, I mean weak as in you are not awake. Like, you don't view, like, there's no depth in how you look at something. You know, you're not even looking at yourself with any type of depth, you know. Like, I don't have childhood wounds. I'm not this. I'm fine. It's the shit narcissists are made of. But it's like, that's a vicious cycle. That's a downward spiral, real fucking quick. And it feels like somebody, that's where somebody was in the past, okay? And I think it opened up I think it opened up or led them down a path that they were not aware that they were going down. But this is definitely, these are the kind of people that are targeted. And they're like easy to win over, easy to manipulate, easy to get them to do what they want. But it's a lot of self-indulgence. And this is what I mean when I say this is what I mean when I say that this unveiled tarot. It helps you see a different meaning of the card or see what's behind. Okay. So this is like this Nine of Cups. Okay. This can be indulgence. Thinking that everything is happy and great on the outside. Right? Look at, you open the door. Hi, hey, we're a happy family. You know, I'm an upstanding person. I've got morals and integrity, you know, I'm honest. But inside, lust, demons, orgies, sex cults, porn. It's a lot of vices, and it's a lot of hidden things that we don't want people to know about. And because of the titles and the way that we assign genders to fucking everything, even colors, okay? Which is the dumbest thing I've ever fucking heard of. Okay, it's like only girls can wear skirts. They're fucking clothes, aren't they? Why? Why? Who said? I'm guessing, I mean, I'm not trying to be mean, but a weak man. Somebody who's insecure. You know, that's how it starts, because we've got to project. Back in the day, come on. What is it, Outlander? Is that what it is? It's in Scotland. You know, the guys in the kilts? Come on, they're not hot? Get the fuck out of here. I mean, it's just stupid. It's stupid to only females can wear makeup. Only females can wear skirts. You know, pink is a girl's color. No, the fuck it's not. Pink is pink. Pink is a fucking color. It's a fucking color. Did you ask it? You know, who put all of these titles and shit and beliefs on everybody? Who? It hasn't always been like that. It's their beliefs, their agendas, their bullshit rules of society that we need to follow that make no fucking sense. They don't. Okay? If you take, say, the strongest, you think, oh my God, say you watch, what is it, MMA or whatever. So you watch it, and you're like, that dude is like, holy shit. He's a warrior, you know? And then, you know, you say you see him out and he's wearing pink, you know, and like dainty little like loafer shoes and some like crop pants, and you know, he's got a handbag over his shirt. Are you going to be like, wow, what a you know, whatever. Does that really have anything to do with the type of person they are or their strength or what they're capable of? Is what they're wearing or the colors that any of it, does fucking any of it matter? No, it absolutely does not. None of that matters. It's actually the way people dress and do makeup and stuff is a creative expression. Like it's for them, and they're expressing themselves, bringing the internal to the external. And the more people that do that, the more people feel empowered to also express themselves. Okay? But there's always those people who are threatened by that. I don't fucking know why. The shit does not make sense. It doesn't make sense. There's no explaining that away to make it make sense. None. You can give me every psychological theory out there. I'm still going to say bullshit. Because there's no valid reason to tear somebody down for how they look, how they dress, the colors they wear, anything. There's no fucking valid reason for it. You know, so many people are just, it's like everybody's so worried about projecting shit onto other people. Just stay in your own fucking lane, first of all. Keep your side of the street clean. How about you worry about yourself? These people show up like they are good and they are disgusting. They're rotting away. Their souls are dying. They're miserable. It's time to stop acting like it's negative, like it's a negative thing for men to communicate, to show emotion, to I'm sorry, you want them to stop being human? What the fuck you want them to do? Be robots? You want to be robots? Or how about saying things like men don't do this? Well, just men don't do that. That's a woman's job. I'm sorry, what? A woman's job is we give birth to another human. That's the only fucking thing that has an assigned job, because men can't do that. But they still have to play a role in it. And it's not supposed to be a role that they're allowed to escape, but they allow it. I'm telling y'all, that shit's coming to an end. You don't believe me. You may not see it in this lifetime, you know, but it's ending. It's going on for years. It's fucking ridiculous. Everybody's equals. Can't we just be nice to one another? Okay, stop being so damn judgy. Oh my God, your hairstyle is so 5 years ago. Who fucking cares, Becky? Honestly, do you feel better that you put somebody else's hairstyle down? Maybe they fucking like their hair like that. It's like there's so much judging. Just shut up. And that's what this is about. This is like constantly oppressing other people, putting them down, making them feel less than, so they stay silent. And they're silencing the people that need to be speaking. They have purposes. They have gifts. They have things to give to society and humanity. But it threatens the weak, because you aren't strong if you're doing the shit that these people are doing. And taking somebody who's obviously, you know, was raised by parents who were unhealed. So this person, it's not cool to heal, right? The fuck is that? So they're easy targets. It's fucking bullshit. It's fucking bullshit. But this person was like, basically going after whatever they wanted, and they were an easy target. It was like how they showed up. Everything's like external, right? So it's just surface level. That's how they get in places. And everybody thinks, oh, that person's a go-getter. They go for what they want. They're so amazing. They like they're on top of their game. They get shit done. They take action real quick. They are, that's somebody that loves themselves, you know. Is it? No, the fuck it's not. No, the fuck it's not. Because this is the person. This is the person. You see him? Oh, yeah, he's coming in like a white knight, rushing it. The Knight of Swords. Oh, he's smart. He's witty. He's funny. Oh, quick with the comeback. Oh, my gosh, we all love him. Really? How about that mask and the bullshit that's really hidden? See what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So you've got somebody with a mask, right, attacking someone else. You see them? They just chilling. That is who they are. That's what you don't see. Did you see that fucking crown? That's what you don't see. But they don't boast about it. They don't say anything about it. Okay, this is a healer, a nurturer, a mother. They're just chilling. You don't know who they are. They're just chilling. That's it. But you got Ding Dong comes in, rushes in on this person, right? And pulls some strings. Manipulates, does all kinds of shit. Like there's all this deception in the background. Like somebody thinks, they're great because of how they're showing up. But they're not. They're not. This is like a handler, okay? So this is somebody who is going after another person or going toward a relation for very specific reasons. Very specific reasons. And it's all about what's really going on behind the scenes, right? So they have to manipulate things so they can get to the top, to the King of Pentacles, right? They got to manipulate. They got to get to the top. You see there's women standing behind this man, okay? Backing him. Oh, yeah, he's great. He's great. Look at him in the boardroom, right? He's handling things, right? Getting people to sign stuff, getting people to do things. They think they're doing one thing. They think they're working for one thing or working toward one thing, or that, contracts they're signing are going toward one thing. They think everything's on the up and up. Really what they're doing is they are, planning things, building empires. There's like a whole infrastructure. And it trickles down. So it's like what they're doing, because that's what I'm getting with this card. It's like what they're doing is really for a hidden thing. It's a hidden agenda. It's just, and it's like they don't tell them. And it's like working. I mean, this is signing contracts that you don't even realize what the fuck you're signing, what you're giving away, where you're, I mean, And guys, this happens at every level. This happens in relationships, okay? At jobs, schools. This happens way more often than we would think, and it's absolutely not necessary. Ever. And something's grown so big, and it's gone on for so long. That's why, for these people, Judgment Day is coming. And they keep going and they keep doing things because they don't believe it. They don't. But like I said, something's going to happen. It's going to be one of those things where it's like you can't, there's nothing else it could be other than the divine, the Most High. There's, the universe. And I just feel like, I just heard Satan's not laughing now, is he? Like there's but they want to keep going. They don't want to believe it. And that's fine. Don't. I mean, it's your ass, Mr. Postman. From a movie. But it's like, it's your ass, not mine. I keep my side of the street clean. These people do not. It's fucking insane. But yeah, that King of Pentacles, right? Look at this. This is like, it's going to the top, and all that underneath, okay? And this is giving a, they look one way on the surface. Underneath, we are all the fucking same. It's like thinking somebody is some rare being. We are all the fucking same underneath. No one has a right to do any of this shit to anybody. No one. And who's running shit? Who's oppressing, right? Who is that person working for? Right? To run the things? The mob. And it's like one of these things is not like the other. What are you doing here? What is wrong? And it's like when somebody realizes, right? Because it's going to get exposed. It's like, what the fuck is going on here? Because, and you have to break away from that mentality. You have to. You have to. You've got to like lay your shit bare, be super honest, be transparent. You have to if you want to break out of oppression. Because we're not all meant to look the same. And if anybody looks different, I mean, they are like literally just ridiculous. It's like they are shut out of everything. They're weird. They're odd. They're not worthy. It's like, oh my God, they should be in jail. Like, it's like, because they're not sheep. Because we're just not following whatever fucking weirdo you've got leading the group. We're not meant to be like that. That's not what this is. That's culty shit. Where you've got like one think tank and then everybody just follows along. Like, that's not how the fuck it's supposed to be. It's crazy. So I feel like this person realized like what was going on. Because there's something about like, okay, this really wasn't the end all be all. This really wasn't like, it's like, I wasn't even looking and this person came around, and I think they're starting to see like, wait a minute, something was a little too coincidental. Like somebody's a little too perfect. Somebody's a little too, but they never want to be seen. Like something is like, they're different. Uh, they're different with different people. And when I pulled this card out, I saw somebody sliding an envelope to somebody, and they were opening it up and looking at pictures. And I got this song. I don't remember what it's called now, but it's like Dressing for Revenge or something like that. I don't know. It's Taylor Swift, okay? Um, but with it, I mean, yes, there is. Because this is giving me like masculine. It's giving me masculine energy. So this is giving me somebody seeing like who they who they thought two different people were are wrong. Okay, something's been crossed. Like it's something. I just heard crisscross applesauce. I heard that in a reading the other day. That was a dark reading, so I did not post it. It was too much. I had to end it. It was like terrible energy. Um, Something there's like their wires are crossed, and that's what they do because they don't want people to see the truth. So it's like, someone approached a person and basically got them to manipulated them away from the Queen of Cups, or their partner, whatever. Okay, um, and got them to go another direction. Somebody's somebody's seeing things differently now, and they're seeing that when they saw something, they only like saw one thing. They're not seeing it like that anymore, and because there's some kind of like there's some kind of like divine sets somebody up so that they basically catch who they think is the love of their life, okay, with someone else, and they don't want to believe it. It's like, no, that's not, no, you know what I'm saying? And it's going back and forth, and then it feels like they get um someone shows them proof. I don't know if somebody ordered a PI, ordered a PI. Like, paid one to follow, or if this is a friend or something. I just heard work colleague, um, a real one. Like somebody saw something and they were like, that's fucked up. Like that's really fucked up. Because it seems like someone, because it's kind of like it's this ring where like people get those with money and things like that. They kind of like siren, like dark siren, not good, like karmic siren energy, right? Where it's like they call them away from their families and their wives, and they do all these things, and they get them away. They divorce them, they abandon their children, they abandon their houses, their families, their wives, or whatever the hell they're in. Okay, can be vice versa too. Women do it too, but this is like a group of women that do it, and they're like, this dude gave up everything, like gave up a good person, a good family, a good everything. Like something's not right. So it feels like someone gave someone else evidence. And this is causing a lot of pain, okay? Like somebody's very sad, but there's some kind of tie where this karmic partner, we'll call him, this karmic partner had to keep this relationship. They fucked up. They didn't do what they were supposed to do, okay? And it feels like they are trying everything they can to save it because literally their life is on the line, which is really weird to hear, but that's what I heard. Like their life's on the line. They can't, something, it's like, I don't understand it. But this is what I'm talking about when I said there are certain partnerships that need to be together for a reason. This part, like whomever this is about, like they're one of them. So it's imperative that someone keeps doing their job and what they're supposed to do, and they got found out. Okay, it's fucking crazy. I don't know. So, but look, karma, divine intervention. That was like I told you, it was set up that way. So, and now once it's out, right? Once the egg is broken and everything's out and exposed, you can't put it back in. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's it. That's what it is. You cannot put that shit back together. Like, that's what they are. All right. And this is giving me like they're ashamed, you know? And this is like the start of the exposure of realizing the conditioning. What is in our ear all the time, what we're listening to, what we hear, what we allow to hear, where did we learn our behaviors, why do we act a certain way, you know, where do we get our fucking gender roles from, why do we behave like this, why do we think people can only do certain things, you know, why can one person lean over another, look at, she looks miserable, it looks like they're about to stab her in the ear. And it's like be domineering and you know what I mean? Like towering over somebody. It's like, why is that acceptable? It's control. And there's this mind control, this mental conditioning. And there's also something too, unfortunately, about readers. They have to put certain things out there and say certain things, and they are, it feels like they're calling them karmic readers. There are some karmic readers, but they're threatened. Like it's like they're not, there's somebody basically forcing their hand. They have to say certain things. It's to make this stuff that we're saying sound so fucking crazy that nobody watches our videos, the truth doesn't get out. They basically appease the clickbaity type stuff so that they get more views. You know, they can take over the algorithm. It's fucking insane. But they get pressured into doing these contracts, and it's like, that's just the way it has to be. No, the fuck it doesn't. Sorry. No, it doesn't. Somewhere along the fucking way, somebody decided that females were weaker than males. We give birth to humans. Like whole ass humans. The fuck is weak about that? Nothing. But we're a threat. Because we can do something they can't do. And that toxic masculinity comes out, and it's like, you know, I must have power, I must rule. So little by little, they chip away. Not all men do this, okay? Not all women are good. That's not what this is about. But it's like little by little, they chip away. And that starts to cross over into everything, right? You do it to the kids, and then you keep doing it generation after generation after generation. it's just toxicity breeding toxicity. It's terrible. Because nobody stands up and says, what the fuck? No. No. Because we're not allowed to say, do you know who the fuck I am? We are allowed to say that. Do you know who the fuck I am? I'm a person just like you. I give birth to tiny humans. The fuck is wrong with you? What made you think that you could just do all this shit? Like, like boss me around, manipulate me, lie, cheat, leave me with the kids and go off and do whatever the hell you want with your however many side chicks you have. Like, who the do you think you are? Have you lost your mind? And then they, bark back and be like, oh, and it's like, ma'am, sir, no. It's like we're not allowed to do that. Why? Who the fuck says? Y'all, I can't. I've gotten shit my whole life because I had a voice, because I had a backbone, because I stood up for myself, because I didn't allow bullshit. I've been called a nag, a bitch, crazy, psycho. I mean, really crazy. It's funny because it's like if I don't come to you and basically get on my knees and beg you to help with some shit that you should already be doing, I'm wrong. It's my tone. Oh, because I didn't beg you. I'm sorry. It's like we're, the other person's blamed for everything. Y'all, that's the shit that's going on, and it just keeps going, and it's getting worse. Our world's going to shit. You want to know why? Because no one is doing it or reflecting. It's people don't get it. It's not the shit that's out there. It's not the videos. It's not the in TV. It's not the GUNS. It's not any of that shit. It's all those fucking old ass toxic beliefs that people refuse to fucking look at, refuse to change. And that's just it's blowing up. It's gonna end. I'm telling y'all. I'm telling you. It's like the fucking acting like you're better than somebody else. That shit, no, we're not. No, the fuck we're not. Nobody is better than anybody. Like, it doesn't even fucking make sense to me. Like, y'all. But it creates such a huge fucking imbalance. And that's what breeds hate, violence, all of it. That's where it starts. It's not, ban this and ban that and ban the guns, ban that. That shit, they're inanimate objects. It's us. The failure to fucking go within and to look at what is wrong with us, thinking that you have to be a certain way, being a grown-ass adult and still like vying for your parents' approval, they're a shitty parent. No child should ever have to try to get their parents' approval for shit. Because good parents don't fucking do those things. They don't make their children earn their approval. Act like they're less than because they don't have this or they didn't do this or, no, that's not what the fuck. Parents don't control. They guide. They're fucking guides. They provide guidance. They're not fucking dictators. That's the problem. Y'all, tell me. Everybody wants to blame it on shit that isn't. Nobody wants to look at the real issue, and it's people are going to be shocked at what their sons and daughters are doing at college to earn money, or their high schoolers, or what their junior high kids really doing on their video game console or their iPad, because the shit's coming in and if they're broken because they're in broken homes, or they're got parents that keep going with all these bullshit ways, they're just going to play into it because it's easy. They're easy to grab onto if they've already got that low vibration, that lusty type energy. They're easy to grab onto, to pull into any kind of an addiction and bad shit. Just saying. Y'all, I'm just a messenger. There is a reason why all that shit needed said. You know what I'm saying? Not really something that I like to go on about on a fucking Thursday morning. Just saying. So presently, there is someone it's it's something that's been going on a long time. And this is giving me like the greats are watching. They're like waiting for things to fall because they can see. Okay? Now, there's passed away actresses and I think maybe actors and musicians on this card if you look real close. I just heard Knights of the Templar. Some, like, it's... There's, like... It's like divine royalty, divine lineage, okay? So that's what that's giving me. If they're watching. You want to know what they're watching? All you gotta do is look at the picture, okay? I don't have to say anything. They're watching. On this card, they're on a merry-go-round. They've been watching this for millennia. Same cycles, the same loops. The same people believing facades and just following the loudest person in the room because they must be the smartest. Well, they look smart. They look upstanding. They this, they that. You know, we're just going to follow what they say. Monkey see, monkey do. Nobody wants to fucking speak up. You know who's speaking up? You know who's actually the divine royalty? The ones that aren't loud. The ones that are subtle. They speak truth, but you've got to be tapped in to pay attention. The High Priestess. You see that? What is she doing? She's using creative talents to use her voice. And in that, she's speaking truths. or he, but they're speaking truths. That's authentic. They're not, it's like the high priestess only speaks when they need to, and they can see beyond the veil, and they have a shit ton of knowledge, and they don't do things to get followers. They encourage, they inspire, they bring people together and encourage individuality, creative expression, authenticity. But music gets censored. Not the people that stand at the podium, whatever podium it may be, right? I mean, hell, a podium can be a dining room table where the family sits, you know what I'm saying? People listen to the wrong fucking people. They follow the wrong people. I told you, it's that do as I say, not as I do. Monkey see, monkey do mentality. Instead of listening to the voices that fucking lift you up and make you go, fuck, they're badass. I can totally do that. And then your friend being like, hell yeah, you can. Like, you've got this, you can do this. And it's like, oh my God. And then using those gifts that you have, right? Whatever talent it is that you have. And we all have different talents. No shit. My nephew's got, I'm telling you, this kid has an innate talent. It's unbelievable. He can go anywhere. He can go to a thrift store. He can go to a garage sale. Anywhere. And it's like, he's got an eye for what people are looking for that is like unusual items, right? You've got a old ass car that you want to, work on and like redo and all this other stuff. And it's really hard to find the parts. It's like somehow he miraculously like can find a part and be like, I don't know if it's going to sell, but we'll try. And you like put it on, one of his sites or whatever, and it'll go within like 2 weeks. I'm for ridiculous, like he gets it for $5. It sells for like 400. Like on bids, like they're bidding on it. He's just like, I mean, I thought that I'd go for about this. And I'm like, how the fuck did you see that and think that? He just knows. It's crazy. He's always been like this. We all have our own gifts. There are people that are very talented with like crafting or crocheting or sewing or woodwork or, just kind of like those people that are like, they can seem to fix anything somehow. There's a reason. And those gifts not only help a person be their true self, their authentic self, they also help others. And they help inspire others to do the same. Like, hey, how'd you get into that? Like, you're in business for yourself? How'd you do that, Well, I'm good at this, so I just, people seem to like it, so I started doing it. And it's like, makes a person, you know what I'm saying? It's like you put that in their ear, and then they're like, huh. I've always been really good at this. I'm going to give it a go and just see, on the side and see if anybody's interested, before you fucking know it, thing's fucking taken off. Everybody's building their own legacies. Everybody's building their own empires. These people don't want that. They don't want that. They don't want you to be your true selves and to work for yourself. Why? Because then they can't have control. There's no control. And people just go along with it. You have to do this, be married by this, you have to go to college, you have to. Who the fuck said? Who said? And people just do it. Like it's fucking crazy. You got asshats out here who have, their know-how for life comes from like being a keyboard warrior on social media. But they're the loudest in the room because they don't ever shut up and they tell everybody everything and what to do. People just listen. And those people, they don't want to hear, they don't want to hear your idea. They know. There's nothing wrong with them. They're good. Everybody listens to me and this and that. If you got the problem, you're just jealous and you're just this and you're just, it's like, bro, calm down. Sis, chill. Nobody's fucking perfect. Like, but it's like you can't talk to those people. They know it's insane. It is like the worst. It's like it's such an easy fix to so many issues, but people refuse to do it. Why? Deep-rooted fear. Deep-rooted fear. Fear of failure, fear of being laughed at, fear of all kinds of shit. Fear. And it's so deep that some people, like, it's like people don't even realize anymore what they're doing, why they're doing it. Why do they believe what they believe? Why do they do what they do? Did they really like it? Like, truly? Do they feel alive? Do they feel like they're doing, what their soul desires? Do they feel fulfilled? Or are they just doing it because that's how they were raised? That's what they were told to do? It's like this, everybody's afraid to be individual thinkers. And some people act like they are. But the intention behind it isn't really to help people. It's to gain more publicity, more status, more money, more whatever. Reality stars, superficial shit, everything, anything dealing with vanity. The clickbait, think about it. Somebody's teaching you how to do it yourself something. But next to that is a video of, oh my God, what happened to so-and-so, insert star name here. Like, and the picture is atrocious. And it's like, when I see that stuff, I think, what made that person decide to do that? Who looked at that and went, oh, they've really let themselves go. Mary, calm down. Nurture your own damn lawn, boo. Clean your street, okay? Why do you have to point out other people's flaws? What does that do for you? Exactly. I see that shit and I just shake my head. I'm like, so I'm not, I'm not naive. I know this video is not going to stop it. The only way to stop it is to stop clicking on it. But there's that curiosity, right? That need, that deep in us, that we need some type of confirmation that somebody's uglier, heavier, not as skinny as us, that we are somehow better in some way. What the fuck? We determine our own self-worth. Us. Alone. No one else. The moment that you look outside of yourself for validation on who the fuck you are and what you're worthy of, you've lost yourself. It doesn't fucking matter what other people think about how you look or who you are. None of that fucking matters. What matters is what type of human you are. That's it, period. That's it. I don't care about your size, your color, if you're bald, tons of hair. I don't give a shit. If you're a good human, be my people. Hell yeah. And it's like, I'll stand by you and I'll cheer you the fuck on. It's like everything's gone opposite. You know what I'm saying? It's like all you hear is sex sells. Why do we say that like it's okay? Why do we say that like it's fucking okay? Y'all, telling you, I'm saying all of this for a reason, okay? Maybe somebody needed to hear that. Maybe somebody else feels the same way and needs encouragement to speak up. Maybe somebody wants to fucking tell somebody else in their life where they can shove it. I'm just here to encourage everybody to use their own voice. And like the amazing NF says, don't believe what you believe just because that's how they raised you. Think your own thoughts. Mm-hmm. And see what they're trying to do. It's giving me like the ancestors have been waiting for this, for the people to speak up about what's really going on. Who's taking what, the manipulation. That the people that are up ahead of everybody else, the ones that are winning, what are you really winning? What are you really doing? People are so concerned with being happy that they stole something from someone else, that they got one over on somebody, oh, sucker. I took her man. I took his girl. You didn't take shit. Thank you for taking the trash out. The fuck? It's like thinking that they're getting away with something, that they're taking something from somebody, constantly acting like they're better than them. Like, look at you. I've got all the swords and a bike. Oh my God. You are so less than me. You have to walk. And they're smirking about it. They think it's hilarious. Hilarious. And this is giving me lies have speed. Mm-hmm. But the truth endures. They might get there first, but they're the ones that know. It will fucking catch up to you. It will fucking catch up to you. Guaranteed. So you think you're ahead, you think you're getting away with something, you think, oh yeah, no, the truth always fucking catches up to you. And there's the judgment card. And the trumpet's blown. Mm-hmm. Because love. Calling forth love. Being in the energy of love. That always prevails. That's strong. You see that? Look at that. It's like you can steal what you want. You can do whatever the fuck you want. But when somebody is still moving in love, when somebody is still like, you're like, trying to take the high priestesses, maybe like creative works, right? Like karmic readers, like copy our readings and then they make money off of them. Or, taking artists' things and using them for other works and not giving the artist credit. In any way, taking someone's anything they've created and using it for financial gain and not giving that person credit for it. Okay. You can do that. But love is resilient, it is strong, and it will keep going. It will keep going. So while this person's not paying attention to shit, he not paying attention. He's just worried about winning. Yeah, I got away with it. Trumpet calls. Here comes the slow truth, right? Because we're moving in love and just creativity and being our authentic selves and we know our fucking worth. We're not in a hurry. We know. We know. We know the trumpet's going to go. We know that we're going to be good. These fuck faces are going to go down eventually, right? And look where we're going. This person is not motherfucking paying attention. He's not paying attention. Okay? He's lying. He got away with something. He's not paying attention. Here's the truth in the back. Look at him. And there's the checkered flag. Chariot. Cups. Love. Water. That's what this is. It endures. And eventually, it wins. Eventually, it fucking wins. Because love is pure. It's not taking from anybody. It's cheering others on and themselves. It's being fair. So they're not worried about it because they're going towards victory. They're like, hey, just so y'all know. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Jumpy McJumperson who rushes into everything. And then there's the High high priestess staying quiet, only speaking when they need to, when they're called to. Wins. Truth wins. That control, that balance wins. That balance. Cannot be fucking phased. It's an earth angel. Look at this. It's a mixologist. Again, you see this person? Some people are really fucking good at doing shit like that. That's talent. It provides a service. It makes you feel good and other people. It's fucking balance. Going with the flow. Like what? So you stole shit and you thought, what? What did you think? Oh yeah, because I still won. I don't, good race, I guess. It's like, what? You went the wrong way, dude. You went the wrong way? No, it's like, we were trying to tell you, but you ran away. You didn't want to listen. You were like, peace out. I know where I'm going. Like we tried to tell you, you know? They don't want to listen. They know everything. They can get away with anything. They think like, if I get there first, if I speak it first, if I do it first, whatever. It's authenticity that fucking wins, period. Period. So somebody was so excited about stealing something, right? They wanted to be the center of attention. They wanted to be the fucking winner. They wanted to be seen as like, you know. And because the creative people or the people who move with integrity and honest intentions, right? It's like, we don't say anything. We don't have to fucking defend the truth. It's the truth. It's like, okay, just be, it's giving that like mistaking somebody's silence for weakness. And it's the opposite. The quietest in the room, or the one who really doesn't say much, like I might talk a lot on here. I don't really talk a lot in personal life, you know? I'm not like, I don't call my friends like all day, every day. And I just don't. I'm not like that. So it's like the person who's the most quiet. We're like, have you heard from so-and-so? No. Me either. Yeah. That's the person that you fucking worry about. Because they just sit back and watch and they take it all in. So when shit goes down, they can be like, actually, I remember all this shit and this is what happened. Y'all were too busy competing with each other and tearing each other down and, you know, trying to win. Where did that get you? The fast life is really not the best life. But everybody's looking for that, you know, that like having an edge up or being a little bit better, a little bit quicker, having more, having, it's like, oh my God. Why? What does that get you? If you're always looking for something new or the next new device, or, you know, you get something and you're happy for a while and then you need something else, it's time to do some shadow work. Like, that happens because you're trying to fill a void within you because you are not happy with whatever you're doing. And that's because you're not fulfilling your purpose. You're not being your authentic self. That's why you feel like that. But in order to do that, you have to tell people, Rage Against the Machine, fuck you, I won't do what you tell me, basically. And take the power back. You know, think for yourself. I cannot stress it enough. This is what started all of this, is this unsuspecting, you know, somebody having all these things and feeling like they have to wear a mask and they have to show up a certain way and they can't talk about things. You know, it's like it's frowned upon. We have to hide all this stuff. We don't want people to know who we truly are. And it, that type of lack within us breeds toxicity. Breeds toxicity. It's like a bacteria that grows that, is very difficult to treat and get rid of. And because of that, because of all these bullshit beliefs and everything else that, everybody wants to hold just because they don't even fucking know why, it has created a much larger issue. And this person kind of, well, they got duped into it. Okay. And while this is going on, the high priestess is just doing their thing. Just, yeah, that's nice. That person's, I'm not going to, I'm staying in my fucking lane. I am staying in my fucking lane. Okay. That's it. I'm staying in my lane. I know where I'm going. I'm focused. I'm controlled. I'm not paying attention to what everybody else is doing. My worth, my everything is in me. It comes from me. That cannot be taken. So I'm good. I'm okay. I know I'm going to be taken care of. And they are. Somebody's on their path. They're doing their purpose. This person cannot be touched, and they keep trying to. And it's getting a lot of people in a lot of sticky situations that they can't get out of. And there's going to be like a lot of self-inflicted things because they don't want certain things to come out. They don't want to have to deal with like the shame and all of the info, and it's but y'all, it's not like, it's not like this is new. It's just way deeper than most people realize. And it's like enough is enough. So what's coming up? Well, it's this powerful, dynamic, crazy soulmate union that's been together forever, every lifetime, right? Remember I said eternal flame. They mirror each other. It's like whether they know it or not, and they end up pulling themselves to each other. It's crazy. But someone tried to break that up or broke that up, and it did what it needed to do by waking up the other person to like what they needed to expose and look at and take care of. But because of what they kind of fell into, it actually ended up exposing a lot more. So it's like one of those, I know it sounds cliche, but it's like a really shitty situation ends up probably saving a ton of lives. That's just the way it is. And there's that binding agreement with the divine feminine and then rising star. And people saying, oh, they do. They're not that, they do love spells and shit, and they try to get people to, you know, they talk all that shit, right? Like they're manipulative and they're doing shit to get you to love them, and that's why you're going back. Like you left for a reason, you know, it's all that, whatever they can do to get a person to stay, right? Because this karmic person cannot lose this relationship, but they are. I just heard they have. On the run. Something's on the run. Somebody's on the run. Okay. I don't think that's pertinent to the situation. It's just more information I got. But it's false. It's false. All the shit that people put on there, everything that they say, they're going to talk shit because everybody fucking attacks divine unions because they're meant to do shit. And it's like, they're like, we're good. I'm good. I'm good. They're unbothered as fuck. Because they're like, yeah, we know. This is giving me like, I know. I know my feelings. I've learned discernment. What do I give my heart to and what don't I give my heart to? It's like I know that my gift, like this right here, this gift, I know that my gift is to balance out the other half. My, like, divine unions are when they're not the same. They're a reflection. They show you like what you're lacking or what you need strength in, that kind of shit, things you need to look at. So they tend to be very yin yang, right? So kind of an opposites attract is what I get. It's like one's spiritual, one's practical. One's spiritual, one's logical. And this is mastery over those. It's mastery over those. They're not man and woman. They are masculine energies, and the kings have mastered that suit. So it's mastering the mind, the thinking, the thoughts, mastering the emotion, the feelings, the trauma, all the shit, right? It's mastering those. They know. They know something is true, something is pure, something is real. They're very fucking clear about it. And that's where they're taking their gift and they're that's going to be the gift to humanity. They're going to be able to teach, to help, to guide, to help people see how to balance things. Like it's very, it's knowing when to use your head for a decision and knowing when to use your heart. And you've got a perfect balance, and you can like change so much shit because whenever anybody has a question or they come to for anything, which is exactly what those two are going to be, right? It's like people go to the kings for things, especially the King of Swords and the King of Cups. They go to them for guidance and learning and things like that. And it's fast. This is what you do. And not only can they tell you what can help, right, and guide you, they walk it. So it's like, this is not a do as I say, not as I do. This is I provide guidance, and what I speak is how I am, is who I am. So not only am I going to tell you how to do something, I'm going to show up and I'm going to model that for other people and for you and for everybody. Because we pick up on the people that are around us, and children especially, they end up living what they learn when they're younger. And it is not what the parents say, it's what they do. They watch their actions, how they react to things, their tempers, how they speak to other people, when they're happy, when they're unhappy, when they don't get their way, when they're stressed out, how do they handle stress? That kind of shit. Children pay attention to. That's how they react. That's how they end up living their lives. It doesn't have shit to do with what parents say. Because if they're not also moving in the same way, then it doesn't mean anything. But it's such a balance. And it's like somebody knows. I just heard, tell me where your love lies. Yeah. Like Khalid, it's like something about location. Yeah, like somebody's like, I know. It's like crystal fucking clear. And it's such a transformation. It feels like there's a lot of right now like generational curses being broken. A lot of like binding and stuff like that that's been there for the longest time. Like that's being cut off and freeing people. But that's how you make the changes. They're not monumental. Oh my God, everything changes overnight. It's not. They're intentional. They're putting in the work. They're constantly showing up and constantly looking at yourself and not others. It's the baby steps because they end up making monumental moves. They all add up. There's no rush. You know what I mean? And that's what this is about. Lies have speed. Truth endures. Love conquers all. And they fucking hate that. Because we take our power back. That's what it's all about, boo. So if somebody's feeling pulled to somebody else, it's for a reason. And there should be some type of communication soon if it hasn't already happened. And it feels like somebody's like, why the fuck am I constantly thinking about this person? Something's like driving somebody nuts, but there's a reason. But I think you know. So like, you know, just turn the TV off or, you know, just 5 minutes, go with it and just sit with it and think about it. Because if you have this feeling of like, somehow I just know I'm supposed to be with that person. Like I'm angry as hell at them, or they did this, or I haven't talked to them in forever, or what the fuck? Like we're supposed to, something's weird. Like that's what it is. That means you got like a really big purpose or calling or some shit. Like there's a reason. Just trust how you feel. Trust your body. You'll know. If something is not meant for you, the alarms go off because you got to stay present, right? You'll know. You'll feel like you want to fucking bolt up out of there. You'll know, y'all. Pay attention to what your body tells you. Okay? I hope that helps somebody. It was a big message, and it sucks that I had to do the video again, but, you know, hey, that's my job, right? That's what I'm here for. So, I hope this helps, and keep being good humans, and give the day a good you, and until next time, it will hopefully be a much shorter, quick message. Till next time, y'all. Love you so much. Thank you. Bye.